So I want to call the Director of Business Development of Shaffie to come and tell us what this new, amazing app is going to do for this industry. So, Dhruv, Raja, Mr. Director, Weru sir.
Yes, maybe we can start with, yes.
Okay, so Weru sir, there is Itumbi representing Greenhouse, State House.
Hello, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. I don't know the last time Shaffie was in a taxi, but I want to assume it was recent. Just this weekend, I decided to do a taxi to nowhere. Just got into a taxi and I had ordered it via Bolt. I asked the Bolt guy just to take me to his favorite destination. And we went round and I listened to him. I got then into another taxi and another one. I ordered using Bolt and Uber. And that one thing that used to happen during the campaigns, because I remember during the campaigns in Karen, we hosted taxis and bodas, and every time there was only one response. And the response was, why are we allowing these other guys to charge us 18% commission? Because that is what they had capped it. And the law and the regulations here by NTSA had also put it at 18%. So I was just doing a quick calculation there when I had the figure. I don't know that I had it right, it was 250 or 300 as a flat rate. And that comes to about 6% fixed to the day, not to the ride. So I think that's it's a good start. I really hope that it's not the end, that many people also who are here and are thinking about it, you're going to innovate further. But we must laud Shaffie for starting that process. Because you see, we cannot fight digital using offline means. And now I'm speaking to border riders and the digital hailing services drivers. We will not fight digital happenings using offline means. No, I mean, we have tried those switch off digital services, but naturally what people will do, they will go into the next bus or the next Nissan, so you're still losing the aspect of that transport. We have to fight digital innovation using further innovation. That's why Shaffie does it today, by innovating within the innovation. Just next door in Uganda, they have started something we call 3D printing. So people with amputations, people with organ failure, they're just going to a printer and they're able to print body organs to treat. Here we are still struggling and fighting innovation and all that stuff. As we do that for the last 2 years, Uganda is now talking of taking 3D printing and doing it off the space. And that's just one of the many innovations that are going on. 11 countries in the world have banned Uber so that they can protect their local industries. But you probably don't want to go the banning way, you want to go the innovation way. So that even next time, when you're the one doing the border or you're the one driving that car, you can be able to innovate and be able to compete. We therefore, I personally feel at home to have someone who's decided and a company that has decided to go that direction. I hope you're going to take it up, and then we are going to be able, and I hope everyone here has also downloaded. I've downloaded my version of Shaffie from Android today. And whereas I've not really tested because I was told it was waiting for today to start, it's something I want to test and see that actually it works. Because the other problem is when you launch this, you switch off the other digital hailing bits and it doesn't start over. My other challenge to Shaffie is the branding. Because you see, I was just telling Shaffie a few minutes ago when you were seated there, that when I land in any county, any capital, the first thing I do is look for Uber. It's the same challenge, it won't stop. Any visitor coming through JKIA now is going to be looking for Uber. So if you tell these guys to switch off Uber, they'll be losing quite a significant amount of revenue by switching it off, because already, I was telling him, if you send your child at home to go and buy a toothpaste, they will most probably come with Colgate. So the branding needs to get to that level, so that by the time anyone walks into our entry points, they already have Shaffie in mind as a digital hailing app for Kenya. But not only them, as they will do the ads, they will do the positioning, but even ourselves. We need to help a local company to do that, because from what I can see, they have employed more Kenyans than maybe the other digital heading services have. The money they get will not go back somewhere else as a commission. It will remain here to probably pay tax and then build our roads, deliver the water that is being promised, and deliver the many other promises that government has for the society. So this is a commendable thing. It is something that deserves our support, and we will support it, but it's also not the end of innovation. Please, let's continue innovating. May the Lord God bless you and keep you.
Thank you very much, Dennis. And talking about branding. Branding is very, very important in any business. It's as important as the back end of this particular system, because if we download the app today, as Dennis has just done, and then you start maneuvering and it has hitches, it has problems, it fails, that's where you lose the first bit of all your customers and also the drivers who will not be able to operate. So moving on, as we wait for our guest of honor, been told he's just 10 minutes away, and I'm hoping that is the case. Also, the CEO of St. John's Ambulance hasn't arrived yet. The Chancellor of St. John's Ambulance, who's not arrived yet, and I hear there's something very exciting that they'll be doing as they partner with Chauffeur. So we'll have to wait for Drew to get back to tell us all that. But for now, I'd like to call my friend and the CEO of JamboPay, Danson Mushemi. I know we had not planned this, but because you're the one who will be handling all the money matters and the payments, please, you just step up and just say something as we try and wait for the rest of the guests to arrive.
Corporation, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, our ICT authority, to open more opportunities to work with the private sector, especially in the tech space. So with those remarks, thank you very much, and I wish you success, Chauffeur, for this great initiative. Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, it's all about jumping on that digitization space, and some of the things that have been mentioned here, including the last mile, and including the fact that a digital directory is a very important thing that needs to be put in place so that all businesses can link up on the www. And I would like to announce something very special that's about to happen today. So the minister, is a very disruptive minister. And that is why you can see I'm an MC at his event. I rarely get such opportunities because I'm equally as disrupting. And we have decided that he has just gotten a call from the president. He's going to State House, and he has ordered the inception cab, the first Chauffeur business or customer will be our Minister of Trade. I don't know whether he'll be accompanied by my Deputy Governor of Nairobi and the PS. But yes, so as soon as we unveil, he's taking a taxi, and we'll share the pictures from Boulevard to the big house on the hill. That is State House. Makofi tafadhali. Hiyo ndio kusema na kutenda, because we can't unveil a taxi and you expect the rest of the Kenyans to use it, and the people who are championing it are not using it. I hope to be customer number 2 in the next hailing cab business that is going to be unveiled. So Drew, if you could join me here, please, because now I want us to just unveil the logo. I just want to give you a short story on the name Chauffeur. For those who don't know, chauffeur, C-H-A-F-F, the original English word has just been flipped to and Kenyanized, and that is why you can see we have Chauffeur. So that means everyone will look cool and sound very, aspiring when they say naita chauffeur kuje kunichukua hapa. Mimi karibu niseme, but from wherever you'll be, let's say at Boulevard, like now as the minister is about to do. So Drew, do you have anything special that you need to announce? Because I know there's a lot that hasn't been said, including your emergency services.
Thank you, Shaffie. First of all, I know that with Chauffeur, we will work with the ministries, with the county, to make sure that we provide world-class services. Our app, our platforms will be world-class. We will ensure that we bring this technology and make sure that Kenya is on the map with revolutionary applications like this. One thing that is also very unique to chauffeur is that we will have chauffeur ambulance. So anyone in distress or with an emergency, at a click of a button, can have an ambulance which is the closest to their location sent to them. We have figured out that there is sometimes where you're in an emergency, it takes long. Now we have made sure that we are working with the right team to have. But now, yes, we are going to have chauffeur jets and chauffeur choppers as well in our application. We're taking this to the next level. We're going to make sure that we ensure that we empower Kenyans, we build revenue, enrich their lives, create opportunities and employment, and make sure that Kenya is on the map in terms of technology. And we look forward to working with you. Asante Sen, thank you very much. Shaffie, we can unveil.
That's why he's the business development manager. He does the hard work. Anyway, so it's official, as you can see, that is Chauffeur. So when you go out there on your Google apps, on your iPhones, please download. And yes, let's support Kenyan. Yako ni yako. That is the motto, meaning every coin that the driver makes or the border rider makes in a bagi kwa mfuko yao. All you have to do as a border rider, once you've registered, the only thing you decide to do now ni vile utajipanga. Kama utakuwa unalipa 50 bob daily, ama you want to pay weekly or monthly. And as for the drivers, it's as low as 300 shillings subscription. Anything else you make ni yako. And as we were told earlier, the tips are yours. Sawa. Asanteni sana kwa kuja, and we appreciate. Yes. Media fraternity Mkosa. It's official. Thank you very much. Gari ya boss iko wapi? Please. Thank you very much for the DJ. Thank you very much for Moses Courier tonight.